First, ShowBizz gave away $30,000.
30G.
Then he gave away another $30,000. And now, the biggest giveaway in boxing YouTube history. $100,000!
I king, I do what I
We're
king.
gonna have
I take
3
purpose
winners
to the
each
end.
time we reach each milestone, starting with $20,000. Once we get to only 350,000 subscribers, look, we have over 300,000 subscribers right now. So everybody, start subscribing, start sharing, sending it to all your friends so you can have a chance to be that lucky subscriber, just like Tim Butler from the past, just like J Dub, so you can win $20,000. Don't forget, once we reach 400,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away $30,000. And once we reach 500,000 subscribers, we'll have a lucky winner who wins $50,000. So everybody, start subscribing, start liking, start sharing. I can't wait for me to congratulate the first winner of this $20,000. That's 350,000 subscribers. Now let me go and deposit this into the bank. CC, love you, boy. ShowBizz, little dope. I'm out.
Up off that. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 Up off. Hey, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's Facts Friday. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, don't. All right, man. Look at who we have here. I saw you, brother. I saw you, Charles Atwood. Charles Atwood, you ain't hiding for nobody, brother. You try to hide, but I saw you. What's going on with Cheese? Blacks on him.
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
They say they don't fuck with me, but
Bling, bling.
King Kong ain't got
On Cheese. Open. What's going on with you? He said top rate joint, the Royal. Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I got to say this. Everybody, if you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Varney.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Burnell man can boing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. And you know, Maria, best life. What's going on with you? Let me see. Jackie, y'all know what's up. Wait a minute. For all my ladies.
Acting like I didn't see you laughing at the bar. Acting like a nigga wasn't checking from afar. Acting like you didn't know this Busy was a star. Denzel and acting like you ain't appealing when you are. But
hit the Tyson bell. And hold on. It's the Facts Friday. Y'all know it's Friday. It's time.
there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work. Your white chocolate mocha. That's why these coffee niggas wanna fold you. VIP on a sofa. We taking our time. Excuse me, miss.
Hit the Tyson bell. And hold on. It's summertime. And guess where we
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
All right, hit the Tyson bell. Listen, I mean, let's just jump out here, man, on this Facts Friday. Of course, I saw the debate. Yeah. Yeah. We don't talk politics, but I did see the debate and I was looking forward to it because sadly enough, because it's the presidential debate, but where we are now, sadly enough, I wanted to have a few laughs. And it ended up not being funny. Listen, I was like, nothing happened that I didn't expect. I keep up with politics. This is one thing you guys don't know about me, but my family do. I got the news and political. I got all that shit playing all the time. I'm always looking at it, arguing about it, all that shit. Hit the Tyson bell. All right, so I knew it was I thought it was going to look worse, honestly. But I thought, well, what was a surprise is I thought Trump was going to be roasting him. But he didn't, and that was good on Trump. It was good on Trump because it didn't make him look like the bad guy he could have. Well, never mind. Let me see birthday tomorrow. And it's happy birthday. And Strada versus Bam going to be lit. It's going to be a lit night. 100%. Let me see. Listen, I want to say this just to move on from the politics. Flex on them, long overdue. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Just to move on, I just want to say this. When Biden had the gaffe, right, which was expected. I mean, getting old as hell. My mother always said, getting old is hell. I had a conversation with KNOX in the box because he watched the entire presidential. This guy is smart. He's way more advanced than I was at this age. And he's sitting there with the blanket over him. He had his, pizza, right? Ms. Biz made pizza. So he's sitting there looking. And right when the gaffe happened, because honestly, when Biden came out and he waved, KNOX in the box was like, who he's waving at? And I was like, just watch the damn debate. We ain't got that kind of time. So when Biden was like, we beat Medicare, or whatever he said, we finally beat Medicare. I forgot what was said. KNOX in the box pointed like this. He said, Dad, he's lying. And I was like, what? I said, what do you mean he's lying? He said, he's stuttering. I stutter when I lie. I said, son, I don't know if he's lying. I said, but he's old. So then KNOX in the box looked and he said, well, both of them old. Hey, he a 6-year-old kid. I say he's just old. So he looked and he was like, well, both of them's old. I can't tell you everything that kid was saying, and I wouldn't be able to put it out on video. If you guys attack me this much, you would definitely attack my kid. All right. So, but everything, it was just hysterical. I'm not as fragile as social media is. Letting Biden speak was Trump's game plan. His age was his arguing point. Yeah, it was tough. I think when it comes to that stuff, to be honest, and then we'll move on. What's good, Biz? Much love, brother. Love you, boy. What goes on with that stuff to me is I think everybody got their mind made up already, right? It's kind of like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. You got your minds made up. To keep arguing is ridiculous because you're just trying to get your point across. You're not listening to new ideas, new nothing. Everybody got their mind made up already. So just looking at that, you're just trying to, at that point, it's just the fight. It's the fight. So you look and you're like, well, that's what it looks like. And that's a great segue. To move on to Ryan Garcia and his Maria. Hey, everybody hit the like. We got 666 people here. I ain't got that kind of time. See, that's what happens when we talk about politics. Hit the like. Everybody hit the like. Let's get past 666 people in here. That's ridiculous. Everybody hit the like. Let's get more. Hit the damn like. Hey, hold on. Hey, hit the like.
Hit the like. Your fingers over here be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
Thank you. Now it's 693. Okay, fine. To move on. Damn, that was scary as hell. To move on to I saw the Ryan Garcia. I didn't even want to put in my title, okay? Because that's not what this show is going to be about. But I saw the Ryan Garcia. I was there live. I saw the Ryan Garcia and Bill Haney with Mill City and Zab Judah. All right. I saw it. I was there. Okay. I want to say, man, I don't even want to see a Haney face or Ryan Garcia face. I don't even seeing their faces is annoying. Like the fan base is so fractured and so soft. Everybody's crying so much, and yeah, everybody's going against each other. They've been fought. Their fight is over with, and we are attacking each other like a bunch of pussies. And it's so annoying that it's like if you guys wanted to fight, put on some gloves and fight. And I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the fans. To be keyboard warriors and calling each other's out their name, and kids and wives coming at people over two little guys, like two young guys, 24 years old, and everybody, what the hell y'all doing? That when I saw them, I was just like, and another thing is, neither one of them knows what's going on. We know what's going on more than them. That made me say, yeah, I'm done. And that's the Black Tortugas. They don't know what's going on. Let me tell you, Bill Haney, he made a comment like, because Scooter is the nutritionist for Ryan Garcia. He was the nutritionist for Zab Super Judah. He's been a nutritionist for a lot of people. And Ryan Garcia made a comment that the supplements that Scooter brought wasn't for him to lose weight. So, and Ryan Garcia said he didn't even know the name of the supplements he took. And Bill Haney rebuttal was, why, if you took the supplements when you were trying to lose weight, why would you take supplements that's not for you to lose weight? And that's when I said he has no idea what's going on. Bill Haney has no idea what's going on. And neither does Ryan. The fact that Bill Haney doesn't know that when you're dropping a significant amount of weight, you do want to keep some nutrition in your body and some strength, which is why you have supplements. Supplements aren't natural. Snack isn't natural. It's a supplement. All of that shit, none of it is natural. So we blur the lines of what's natural and what's not all the time. Oh, snack is legal. Why? It's all chemicals, but it's natural. Huh? No, it's chemicals man-made. All of it are, that's why all of it is PEDs. All of it is PEDs. How is it not? Why would you take us? All of it's PEDs. It's just somebody is saying what's considered illegal and what's considered legal. All of it PEDs. That's the funniest part. So when he doesn't know that when you're losing weight, which he should know, which is why Devin Haney can lose 20 pounds and gain 40 or whatever and still be able to go 12 because you have the supplements to do so. That's what Ryan did. Now, Ryan don't even know the name of the supplements, and he's getting sued. And that's what I said. We're more focused on their lives than they are. They have no idea. They sat right there and was both sounding ignorant to the whole situation. And all of us can run off stats. If you're a Haneyite or if you're a Ryaner, we all can name stats where actually the WADA and the VADA and the 6 billionth of a nanogram and the thing. We can do all that because we studied it more than them. I was like, man, get this shit out of here, man. I cut the live off. I know more than them. I was talking out loud while they were talking because what? How do I know more than them? I'm trying to go to the source and learn something, man. Let's talk boxing, bro. And listen, I'm off my soapbox. Hold on. I'm off my soapbox. I'm on my soapbox.
He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodle car.
That lets me know everything. We're coming at each other's wives, coming at each other's race, coming at each other's whole life. And they don't even know what's going on. Over some people, some guys who don't even know what's going on. They ain't even focused. They on yachts and they're kicking it, shopping for jewelry and shit. And y'all, we over here, your mama, and that's why your wife is like, y'all, we sound dumb as hell. Yo, Adrian, thank you so much. Hit the Tyson Bell. I'm being scared. ShowBizz, I think I'm about to get fired for working on my business and leaving too much. hey, brother, I know. I know. Hey, both old had me rolling. Give Knox his $5. Yeah, I'm about to give Knox the $5. He said they both old. Knox watched the whole 90 minutes. Knox sat right there. He didn't want to go to bed. Mia's Biz was like, time to go to bed. He was like, hold on, wait, mama. He was listening like a mother. Let me see. I'm late. Have you discussed the band versus Strada's fight? No. That we'll be discussing that later. I definitely want to make sure enough people were in here to discuss it. I feel the Haney's just got a taste of their own medicine. Okay. Haney was 168 against Regis. How you have energy to fight 12 with nonstop movement. Yeah. And everybody got how they feel. All right. We all stuck in what we think. So shooting at each other, pause. Now, actually, I'm done. When I said shooting at each other, that now I'm starting to sound pause. Okay, listen. Let's start talking about some real boxing. All right. Anthony AJ Joshua Dubois had a face-off. They almost got into a scrap. And I want to say, y'all better stop messing with AJ, bruh. Y'all better stop messing with AJ, bruh. AJ has an anger issue. And I've been saying it forever. All you need to do is look at his scarred knuckles. You know he's been punching through walls and shit. But here's the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! Hey, check this out.
Honestly, speaking from the bottom of my heart, aside from belts and aside from it being him, I'm just ready to fight.
Both of you have said that as well. Both of you said exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
But let's wait till the 21st.
Yeah, not in me in the middle, please.
If he wants to swing, go. Let's go now.
Sharp, relax. Relax.
If you want to go now, let's go.
Relax.
If you want to go now, let's go.
Chair across your face. Don't disrespect
No, you can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect
You can't
me.
intimidate me.
Don't disrespect
You can't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who do you
disrespect
think
me.
you are?
Daniel, don't disrespect me. Can't put this chair across your face.
No,
Don't disrespect me on my life.
No,
man.
it's okay.
I want this little boy. Like, don't disrespect me, bro.
Good. No.
I know who the this guy thinks
We'll do it with No. It's good.
Don't take disrespect lightly, Dan.
It's good.
Dan, don't take disrespect lightly, you know. Don't sit on the table telling me we can go now and do all of this and that and try to call me out.
Right, can we call that a cut?
Yeah, we will.
Good. Are these coming off now, these mics?
Yeah.
I felt AJ 100%. Don't start talking about we can go now and shit like that. Because you know we can't go now. But we can go now. Hit the tight spin. It sounds contradictory. You're saying that you know we can't go now. But you just running out. Don't start talking shit. Because we can go now. And guess what? I'm not even going to threaten you. I'm about to raise up on your ass. I tried my best to say, listen, I'm going to do this to you. Maybe that could just give you a last word. But really, when you're about that action, you can't even argue right. That's why AJ stood up. You know what? I'm about to just whoop your ass. Right? Remember when Joe Frazier stood up on Ali? Ali was talking a bunch of shit. And Joe Frazier was like, you know what, bruh? Hey, Frazier was like, you know I ain't got the gift of gab. I ain't got it. Remember, he stood up, he had a wedgie and everything. And Ali was like, sit down, Joe. Sit down, Joe. And the only reason why Ali stood up is because Joe Frazier looked at Ali's brother. When Joe Frazier looked at Ali, remember his brother had that thick mustache, looked just like Ali, but had a thick ass mustache, like he was from the Whispers or some shit, like he was Cameo or something. Joe Frazier looked at his brother and said something, and Ali stood up on his ass. Ali almost let a right go, but he know he probably, the fight will be called. So he ain't gonna mess with his money. So he try to wrestle his ass. Ali couldn't wrestle for shit. And hold on. Russell Frazier, boy, you had to jump. Frazier would have scooped Ali and dumped him on his head. Love you, boys. Let me see. I got I don't believe in Joshua's chin, but you believe in Dubois. Well, we'll talk about it. We're gonna break the fight down. Let me see. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying, bruh. They ain't got that kind of time. Hit the Tyson bell. They ain't got that kind of time. Hold on. But here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. When Joshua, at the beginning, said his little speech before Dubois said what he had to say, he sounded like Jim Kelly, though. He sound like Mr. Williams from Enter the Dragon, though. Let me see. AJ was looking like he wanted smoke. I felt Dubois. AJ was too cool for school. I told you about that. When you're calm, you got that calm behavior. Yeah, keep talking. All right. Those are the ones that beat you to a pulp. I'm telling you. Everybody's like, man, I'll whoop your ass. What's up there? What's up there? They can't fight. The one, and I ain't talking about Dubois, or because Dubois was kind of calm himself. But when I'm saying the ones that be like, right, I hear you. No, all right. I ain't worried about it. That person's about to whoop your ass. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see. From what I just saw, AJ about to whoop his ass. Whoop that ass. But listen, AJ sounded like Jim Kelly. I'm sorry. If y'all didn't see it, I got the receipts. I'm going to show you how AJ sound just like Jim Kelly from Enter the Dragon.
Honestly, speaking from the bottom of my heart, aside from belts and aside from it being him, I'm just ready to fight.
Please understand, if I missed anyone, it's been a big day. I'm a little tired.
Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. He took that from Jim Kelly. Say I'm like, AJ, listen, brother, I know combat too much. I grew up on Enter the Dragon, Return of the Dragon, Chinese Connection. Stop playing with me. I know that shit, Fist of Fury. I know that well too much. Facts. Scott Brown, fact. Hold on. Let me play it again. AJ, you ripped Jim Kelly off. Love you, boy. You don't rip off the GOAT. Check this out.
Honestly, speaking from the bottom of my heart, aside from belts and aside from it being him, I'm just ready to fight.
Please understand, if I missed anyone, it's been a big day. I'm a little tired.
Man, get your ass out of here, dog. No. All right. Yo, Jim Kelly, look at that. You done took his skin complexion and everything. You've been wanting to be Jim Kelly since you saw. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, just a best life. You remember your day one. Hey, remember ShowBizz Shownoff? Remember when ShowBizz Shownoff was auditioning to be Jim Kelly? Check this out. And let's see if y'all remember.
How you doing, Mr. Man? How you doing?
Hello?
Yeah. This is Enter the Dragon, right? Okay, yeah, for the black hat. For the black dude.
Mr. Williams.
Yeah, okay. I'm reading for the right part. Just making sure. I don't want to take Bruce Lee's spot. You know, I can do all that.
Absolutely.
I just don't want to take his spot. This is for the black dude, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's go.
Please understand, if I missed anyone, it's been a big day. I'm a little tired.
I'm sorry if I missed anyone. It's been a long day. See, this is boring, man. This is boring. I want to give them my ShowBizz Shownoff. Give them my flair. Let them know. This is why you guys got me.
Here's the Tyson Bell. Listen, for everybody with me doing those raps and those skits, there are people that's like, yo, this gotten too goofy. ShowBizz, you done changed. Brother, that's been me since day one. How many you got? Hold on. We lit. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, it's zero gravity.
Middle finger to the faculty, cause we living in zero gravity. Got the whole system mad at me, cause we living in zero gravity. Now put your hands up high, don't need wings if you're feeling this fly. I'm a stand-up guy, but I can sit down and still kiss the sky.
We introduced that. We been on that. That's just been my vibe since the beginning. AJ looked like he was really about that action. He always looks like that. People get his looks mixed up with his courage. Hey, Peace Biz, you always say AJ has a dark side. Brother, I'm saying, brother. Let me get some of this back to sugar. Charles Baker, I just seen Sarate at Chick-fil-A and he sent a pic to your DM. Oh, no. Now look, you ain't gonna sidetrack me with that, Charles Baker. I am not looking at that shit. No, you're not setting me. No, I am not gonna participate to y'all with y'all shenanigans, bro. I'm not. All right, look. Hold on. Let's move forward though, because this is, and let everybody know, this is the only platform. If not, there's not a lot of platforms where we are allowed to show the fights and break the fights down. And we're going to first look at Anthony Joshua versus Otto Wallin, and then look at Dubois versus Big Baby Miller. Let's just take just looking at the highlights. Let's get reminded of who they both are. Hold on. Let me close this out. Look at this. Look, wait, y'all. This man said he just saw Sarate at Chick-fil-A. See, this is the type of shit, this is diabolical work. And it should not be allowed in the war room. It should not be allowed. That's diabolical. Let me see. Frosty the Small Man been missing the live streams. I know lately. I'm sorry, brother. It's all good, man. I get no lunchtime, just 11 hours in the heat. Damn, 5 days a week. Damn. But see, that's why you so swole. What you working on, brother? In the heat for 11 days. Yeah, you and watching your lives before a bed. Oh, it keeps me positive. There you go. Love you, boy, in a war room. Hit the Tyson. It's Frosty the Swole Man. I ain't hating on you, brother. I already bet on my bookie, so you don't have to remind me. But I have Estrada by decision. Matt, what's wrong with you? Why must you go against the grain every time, brother? You may get to the bag, though. I was doing that. I was guilty of that myself. People start seeing that as my predictions, so I stopped. Let me see. I am still thinking Bam is 1 or 2 years too shy. We'll talk about it. Flex on him. What up, Biz? And damn, was that your hair back in 88? No, and don't mean to be off topic, but damn, I feel Haney is trying to save his career for wanting it back in blood. I truly feel he doesn't want the rematch, just forced to. Brother, I don't care. Hey, Big Momo, I don't even think I'm telling you, every time I see the name Haney, my stomach turns. When I see Garcia's half drinking, and I'm over it. Hey, Boogie, thank you so much, brother. And JJ Broder is saying thank you for the laughs on the cash out. Thank you, brother. And A Biz just wanted to say, hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, brother. That's diabolical from Charles Baker. Okay, so everybody, let's take a look at Dubois versus Big Baby Miller. And listen, that wasn't power, so to speak. That wasn't really power. That was exhaustion. Jim Kelly is a forefather for black martial artists. Man, yeah, he was our representative, brother. That afro was nothing. It's kind of nothing to be played with. It's kind of natural thing with Southpaw's palm with the lead hand. Usyk, Chris Bird, and Moore, at heavyweight, immediately come to mind. I'm gonna have to look into that. That sounds accurate. With the names here. Hey, listen, let's take a quick break. All right, and check out. Hey, if you laugh, don't laugh. Diabolical.
I done beat some niggas' ass with this one arm. This bitch like a little short back. You feel me? Look. Yeah, I done fuck some niggas' ass up because they underestimate. They think, oh, I'm gonna come out and fight like that. No, bitch, I'm gonna grab your fucking ass like that. You heard me? And I'm gonna come out my motherfucking shirt. Beat your fucking ass. I'm talking about I used to fuck some niggas up, dog. You gotta think about it. Look. Nothing but your shoulders. Nigga can't hold it. It's a weapon.
You know, the pull stick move, that was diabolical. Two. He acts like we didn't see that he said he'd grab you and then pull his arm out. But he has to let you go to do it. He act like he just.
I done beat some niggas ass with this one arm. This bitch like a little short back. You feel me? Look. Yeah, I done fuck some niggas ass up because they underestimate. They think, oh, I'm gonna come out and fight like that. No, bitch, I'm gonna grab your fucking ass like that. You heard me? And I'm gonna come out my motherfucking shirt. No, beat your fucking ass. I'm talking about I used to fuck some niggas up, dog. You gotta think about it. Look. Nothing but your shoulders. Nigga can't hold it. It's a weapon.
Frosty, the swole man, a member for 5 months. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm glad you're over it, Biz. Thank God. Me too. I think Joshua wins by knockout before the 6th. Facts. I'm a bet everything. You want to bet now? No, it's a little too early. We gotta hype it up. Let me see. He's got too many weapons for his opponent. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I think that's a bad matchup, Big Mama. I ain't gonna lie to you. Subscribe so Biz can give me my winnings. Yeah, my wife demanding new shoes. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody, make sure we get to 350,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please, it's diabolical. You gotta subscribe. Dubois is gonna have to have better footwork, in my opinion. Head movement too. His head is on the line. Don't kill me, Biz. I just feel AJ will walk him down and be too slick. Exactly. Sarate. I don't want none of your jokes. All right. Because we're blessed and highly favored. Let me see. Jeff left hook Lacey, big brother. That was my fault. LOL, that's OG Booby Black, one of Kevin Gates' boys. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to the subject at hand. Bam Rodriguez, Estrada.
And also the Ring Magazine title, 115-pound supremacy will be decided here between these two. Estrada looking to add another signature win to his Hall of Fame-like career. Bam Rodriguez trying to improve to 6-0 in world title fights and cement himself as the top dog in one of the lightest divisions in the sport. Perhaps a changing of the guard moment at 115 pounds. Guy says not so fast. Bam Rodriguez says it is my time.
Puro Sonora, viejo.
You know, Bam Rodriguez he actually looks soft. That's why I keep saying don't go off for looks. A lot of those guys who look soft will whoop your ass. Pause. But he fights like a menace. Like Dennis, he's Dennis the Menace. Right? But we're gonna check some stuff out. We're gonna look at the fight with him versus Rungvisai, and that which is, Rungvisai, another great flyweight. I want to look at that again. We're gonna revisit that, the highlights of that, and see what we can take from it. Sarate, he should box that short arm box. No, he shouldn't. No, he should not. That dude will whoop my ass. Y'all know it was funny at first. Man, I started looking at his TikTok. I'm like, bro, that dude's nice. He's nice. Him and Tank, the Tank that fought Pitbull, would go at it. Let me see. Became a YouTube member, baby. Bam versus Sonny Edwards is one of the better fights. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. You know what? I found out a lot about myself. I like violence. I like a violent nature. Which is why I like the violence of it. But I want it to look beautiful at the same time. So I like a beautiful violence, and I like adjustments, but I like knockouts and hard punches, right? And a slaughter. I like that. I do. It speaks to my violent nature and primal nature. It does. Boxing does. I think it speaks to all of that for all of us. MMA, everything, any combat sport. And when you look at Bam Rodriguez versus Sonny Edwards, it had all of that. It did. My man, a new kind of power. First, we had Captain Hook. No, man. 2024 is Captain Up. Stop. Angry man voice, man. Sit your ass down. Does he armor? Stop. No. That we're done. Cut the shit. He needs Will Smith. Stop. Cut the shit. Flex on him. I am back in the States and mad I missed the bag on Tank. Fight. So now AJ gonna have to get it back in blood for me. Yep. Shout out the community, everybody. What he's talking about is my bookie. Go to my bookie and place your bets. Don't forget, man. The Fantasy Boxing League. The link in the description box below. A lot of you guys are moving up, man, because you guys are participating more. So hit the link in the description box below. Sign up to the Fantasy Boxing League. Let's see what happens this weekend. How good are y'all this weekend? I would get charged with a hate crime. Just keep sidestepping the hook. No, man. Why are y'all talking about Cross? It wasn't me. Was the one. Why are y'all putting a game plan together on how to beat this man? He can't eat him. He can't. No. Not the metaphors and shit on the right. Speaking of metaphors and similes, hey, Lupe Fiasco dropped some beautiful shit. Pause. With that new album, Samurai. Stream that. I played that this morning, and I just love the vibes. If you like lyrics and like a smooth vibe, yo, he killed it. He killed it. If y'all listen, you know Lupe is in the war room, so mad respect to Lupe Fiasco. Okay, y'all. Let's revisit Bam Rodriguez versus Rungvisai. Now, Rungvisai, one of the four kings. Rungvisai, Quadras, right? Estrada, Chocolatito. They all fought each other. Rungvisai was making short work of Roman Gonzalez at one point. So let's look at Bam Rodriguez versus Rungvisai. See, that's the thing. 35 years old, but that's kind of old. But then you look at Terrence Crawford and be like, all right, let's see what this kid can do, because Jesse Rodriguez, Bam Rodriguez over here, 22 years old, looking super young. But he's already beaten Quadras at this point. Hey, y'all remember Rungvisai? Do y'all remember? Look at the head of the Bam. Look at the feints from Bam. Double jab. Hey, Lupe right here. Thanks for the tweet. Hashtag, look, brother, no, thanks for the record. That album's nice, bro. Thank you. Shit. Lupe said thanks for the man. No, man, thanks for the vibes, bro. Beautiful, Lupe. Let me see. Charles Baker said, no, Salate, it grew out of... Nope. But anyway. Oh, shit. Good one, too. From you know what it looks like here? Now, you see Bam Rodriguez boxing well off his back foot with a good check right hook right there. Out the southpaw. The Bam Rodriguez, look, and he can go forward, too. What can't he do? That's why when I talk about the special fighters, and I say, man, I haven't seen a fighter in a long time as good as Gervonta Tank Davis. Bam Rodriguez is that type of guy. He's that type of guy, except for his record, his career, his resume is better. His resume is better than Tank's. And that's because the flyweight, those guys down there, they all mix it up. But look at how he can he can box in the pocket. He can box going forward. And look, he can box going backwards. That's a good counter. This man is the total package, bruh. And he puts a lot. Look at the torque he puts into his hooks. Oh, 1-1-2. See, that's the issue. When southpaws fight southpaws, That's the issue, man. It's like, man, nobody's used to fighting the southpaw, not even southpaw. I'm not used to that angle. And when you see how Bam Rodriguez was able to throw that straight left over top like that. Good hook. I mean, you don't know where that lead hand is coming from and where he's going to. Oh, good hook to the body. Where he's going to deliver it. You see, that's finding your range, knowing how to leave out, but keep your foot still in the house. He left out the door, but his foot's still in the house. Bam! Look at the footwork of Bam Rodriguez. The guy is really it, bro. He's really it. He is really it. Look at the feints. I mean, he's making Rungvisai look normal. He makes him look regular. Beautiful but violent. Well said, brother. It's called martial arts. Yep. It has beauty and pain in the same package. You ain't lying, Frosty. Bruh arm move like Rock'em Sock. No. Nope. You missed, Snoop. I did, but I found it. But go ahead, Rungvisai. Now, don't forget, this is the guy that was giving everybody hell once upon a time. But he looks basic, and he looks right there for Bam Rodriguez. So when I say, Bam Rodriguez is Larry Holmes, because he's going through that generation right before of greats. Good counter left. The way Larry Holmes did Ken Norton, the way he did Shavers, the way he did Muhammad Ali, the way he did Leon Spinks, just right before him. Oh, good hook. And beating those guys. That's Bam Rodriguez. It's a passing of the torch type of thing. And he has to get through Estrada. He gets through Estrada. I'm pretty sure people are going to ask him to complete it and take on Roman Gonzalez. And Roman Gonzalez being a guy who arguably the best one out the four kings, but he's definitely sparred him. Bam Rodriguez and Roman Gonzalez, they got a picture together proving that they did some work and they were sparring in preparation for Estrada. I mean, for Roman Gonzalez to be there to help him against Estrada in this fight is just magnificent. And like I said, another comparison to Larry Holmes. When Larry Holmes, when he sparred Joe Frazier, but Larry Holmes was getting Joe Frazier prepared for the super fight, the second fight against Muhammad Ali. And Joe Frazier beat the hell out of Larry Holmes. But don't forget, Ali beat Joe Frazier in that second fight, which kind of put away that argument of who was better, Larry Holmes or Muhammad Ali. Good combination. You see, yeah, Rungvisai is like, listen, I'm going to see if I can just be more hard-nosed for this young Bam Rodriguez, whoever he thinks he is. Need that War Room album, Biz. I know, I got you, brother. I got you. You see how he can be the aggressor, be the predator, even while he escapes, while he's backing up. I bring up the great Sugar Ray Robinson every time when I think of that. Sugar Ray Robinson going backwards was as violent as he was going forward. You go after him, and he's knocking your head all over your shoulders. So to be that offensive and have power backing up, that's a huge leg up. Oh, good jab. And then he swims like getting wet, lead left hand. I mean, what is he? And once again, like I said, bring that comparison to Gervonta Tank Davis. What is he? Is he an aggressive fighter? Is he a slugger? Or is he a slick boxer? Or is he a boxer who moves and keep the distance and fight you backing up? What is he? It's all the above. And that stuff, a lot of that stuff cannot be taught. It's just instincts. That's why I say Bam Rodriguez is definitely a future great fighter. He just got to get past Estrada. Good double jab. Ooh, that left over top, then the uppercut. My goodness. I mean, oh, Lord. Just working. Oh, hook to the head. See, that's another thing. Variety of punches. I like his delivery system and how he throws his punches from different angles and where he throws them. Look, oh, shit. That was his delivery system. He wasn't like, I'm going to knock you out with this one. It's just well placed on where his feet are, the angles he's at, and his IQ. That's an IQ knockdown. And this kid, 22 years old, at the time of this fight. There you go, Rungvisai. That, look at how he rolled the shoulder and count. That is a balance shot. That is an IQ knockdown, bro. Oh, shit. Swim without getting wet. Good left to the bottom. Now he's manipulating him with that lead hand, and it's no longer a jab. Oh, good left. Oh, good right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Backing up, and then he goes forward. So no matter what, ooh, good right, Rungvisai. No matter what, I'm on you, like white on rice, even when you're on me. Paul. God, look how he jabbed and used that offhand. And oh, Lord. Oh, look. And when you're swinging, you're at your most vulnerable. When you're not swinging, oh, good left. You're at your most vulnerable. He's not punching right now. Okay, good left. When he's not punching, you're at your most vulnerable. When you're punching, you're at your most vulnerable. That's rough. Don't forget, this is Rungvisai, bro. This ain't just some dude down the street. Oh, good jab. And still putting water in the basement. Still putting water. Oh, Lord. Okay, ref, start looking. Ref, start. Oh, shit. Ref. Oh, Lord. Ref. Oh, shit. There you go. That's that shit. That's that shit. You know, that's hard to deal with, and the kid has only gotten better. Biz, I feel that Bam needs to move coaches before he starts getting into more dangerous fights. Really? Why? I feel Robert brings nothing for Bam. Really? You saw all that and said nothing. Someone like Joel can take him further. Really? Or even Freddie. Really? I'm seeing a perfect fighter. I don't think Tank should leave Calvin Ford. I'm seeing a perfect fighter. A new memo, baby, bye. Until I see it broke, I wouldn't try to fix it. Lupe deserves more mainstream credit for his art. Yeah, I know, but at the same time, mainstream feels bleh. Bam's ability to use head movement with a high guard at the same time makes him really hard to beat. Yep. Not to mention his footwork and punch selection. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nub if you buck. Biz, on a side note, it's a great weekend for fights. More hype for Teo or Bam fight. Bam fighting Estrada. Teo's fighting Claggett. But we'll talk about that. I would love to see Bam fight Gonzalez, but Bam said he wouldn't. That's his good friend and look up to him for years. I didn't know he said that. But hopefully that sparring changed his mind. Yeah, sometimes you got to fight your friends. Sometimes you gotta fight your friend. If you say what you are, a superstar. Me jamming when I was young, Buck Lupe the homie. Yeah, he's the homie, bro. Dog Lupe had me like, girl, but want to know I can't get you out of my head. That song had me lit. That just want you to know I was lit. Bam's eyes, if you're paying attention during face-offs, have the special little bit of crazy in them. Of course, those are crazy ones. Look soft, but here's the special one. Yes, yeah, those are crazy ones. You saw AJ, right? Woo, Maria. Hey, okay, this is what we're talking about. Teo versus Claggett.
I ain't care if you ain't mean it, bruh. Daring to demean me, bruh. You can be deleted, bruh, or I can be defeated, bruh. Either way, I'm heated, bruh. I wore my pride like a crown, cause while we're dressing down, I ain't eating, bruh. But now, altogether different, here's a visual. Reborn with a 20-inch Cuban link umbilical. He's gone, the hood got a vacant lot, but no one's here to take his spot, cause bro made it out, and the shit is hot. He better rep his block like he ran a 40-yarder, cause we can toss it to him, do a sweep, and bench the starter. The truth is, the tools I used to win back then can only build a shack. I'm trying to build pyramids. And so we did. Did I? Oh, my kids.
I like that. I like that Teo is just keeping busy. I like that a lot. Showcase fight, it feels. And not just being a guy just waiting to have another big fight. I like that a lot. I want to say this too before I play some more Teofimo. I want to say this too. I keep hearing about Terrence Crawford. Don't worry. I keep hearing about Terrence Crawford being a complete monster in the gym. Lupace, I do 100%. I keep hearing that he's a complete monster in the gym, bro. And that guy doesn't need much. He's one of those guys who's always inspired. Terrence Crawford does not need much to get up for a fight. He doesn't. He's just violent. I told you, I always say the guy is mean as hell. If he has an opportunity to whoop your ass, he's going to try to whoop it the worst that's ever been whooped. He's just mean. It is what it is. Somebody said they want angry T.O. Not me. Angry T.O. always loses. Angry T.O., I need happy T.O. Happy, right? Remember the one that was talking to Keyshawn? I'm sorry, brother. Just don't bite the bullet. That's the T.O. I need. Mad as hell with his father and all that shit. Get that T.O. out of here. I ain't got that kind of time. He always come in huffing and puffing, get his ass whipped. Robert Garcia has figured out how to perfect that Texas style for Bam. The base of how Bam fights is a lot. Spence, Charlo, Barrios, high guard, keep that jab. Okay, I got you. Not the footwork, but get to the inside and work. Yeah, but he fight. I don't know what he is. If you look at Tank, you would think, Tank got to, get an inside, but that's not true. Bam is everywhere. He's a Lomachenko, but aggressive pit bull, but can beat you backing up. Shakur, like the guy he's everywhere. That's why people are so mad at me when I say Tank Davis is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Because they're like, hey, show me the fight where he fought a great one. I didn't say he has one of the greatest resumes of all time. I'm saying looking at him. And not a lot of people can do it. Not a lot of people have the talent, the eye to look at somebody and be like, because I'm not saying that off the cuff. It's not like he just started fighting. The guy is 30 years old. So I've been watching him forever. And I'm like, at this point, looking at him, and I had to see him against Frank. How he approached Frank, I said, he's one of the best. Now I'm looking at his entire body of work and just how he fights. Now, like I said, not a lot of people have that talent to be able to look at somebody and be like when Terrence Crawford was the best fighter in the world, pound for pound, look at his resume. It wasn't that good, but everybody knew what they were looking at. Like that guy, when Usyk undisputed at cruiserweight, you look at who he fought, it's not really the cat's pajamas, but looking at him, you knew Usyk, that's incredible. But not a lot of people have that ability. That's why people are jumping, hey, who he fought and who you don't have the ability, right? A lot of times I need data. And I'm looking at that data, and I'm like, that's one of the greatest fighters I've ever seen in my life. He's one of the greatest fighters ever. I'm looking at him and what he can do. I don't care if he loses his next fight. I'm not talking about that. That's one of the greatest fighters ever. Another thing, I was able to do that when I looked. The first time I saw Roy Jones Jr. as a kid, I said, that's one of the greatest fighters ever. And like I said, I remember being a kid, and when Mike Tyson was like 18 years old, they were like, that's one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. The guy was 18. They were like, that shit? Sometimes you could just see it. When I saw Andy Cruz's second pro fight, I'm like, don't forget, I wasn't high on Andy Cruz as an amateur. His second pro fight, I was like, that shit? With Bozienis, I'm like, that's different. He said he'd like to fight Chocolatito, but Mr. Honda wouldn't like that. So that fight wouldn't happen, I think you meant. What's up, Biz? I'll be in the building at the Teofimo Lopez fight tomorrow. Bet. Not Bloods, Crips. It's Nubs, Cripples. Bam reminds me of an unblossomed Salvador Sanchez. He does, not to me. But does he remind me of? I'm trying to see what you mean. He had that type of fighting style and IQ before. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought Salvador. Definitely, to me, definitely a better athlete. Style. I have to. Technically, you're saying. I have to look. Maybe. I'm just thinking of what I know of Salvador Sanchez, the guard, when to throw his punches. And okay, that was a strange comparison, but I think I see it. I think I see what you mean. Yeah, like an unblossomed Salvador. I think I know what you mean. Okay, everybody, check out what Teofimo Lopez had to say about Claggett.
To get the job done, we know how to win. You know what I'm saying? We're not a two-time linear world champion for no reason. We do this. You know, we face the best fighters that you could possibly think of in boxing. So, you know, Steve Claggett, I know he's going to come and bring it. However, there's just different levels to this, you know, and it's nothing personal at that end. You know, it's just, you know, I look forward to seeing what he brings to the table, and we just dissect him from there.
Just make sure, because he's not on your level, just make sure that it looks like it. And Teofimo Lopez is good at that, but just make sure. There's been a lot of guys, people thought Teofimo Lopez was going to bomb out of there, and it didn't happen. And I think he's matured because he is a great talent. Not to hate, but I think Teofimo Lopez Sr., it may not be the best thing for Teofimo Lopez Jr. Not to hate, though. I want to, but that's just my take. All right. If he could have a clear mind, Teofimo Lopez is one of the best fighters in the world. He is. As long as he, like when he fought Kambosos and lost, Sandor Martin, he should have lost. That was not a win. And they robbed Sandor Martin of that knockdown. Finessing Jermaine Ortiz, yeah, go ahead. Teo won that. The finessing shit should never win. But as long as you make an example of Claggett, I'm sure Teo wins. Just make an example of him, though. Knock him out like you used to do. I remember Teofimo Lopez had some of the ugliest knockouts at the beginning. So he got to get to that. With Claggett, he got to get to that. Let me see. Jesse versus he knew way too big. He's too big even for his weight class right now. Way too big. Shout out to Jackie and the ladies. You ain't lying. Teo is a cornball. I watch the fights. I don't watch their personality. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves for the Facts Friday. Tomorrow we will be calling the fight Bam Rodriguez fight against Estrada. There's a lot going on tomorrow, bro. But the Bam Rodriguez versus Strada fight, if you guys can't find the fight, the link is in the description box, how to find the fight so you can watch along with the rest of us as we watch the fights. I want you guys to be aware of this, the numbers of Bam Rodriguez versus Estrada for this channel, and look at the comments, look at who's here. And that's how and keep those guys and women and girls in your mind. Keep all those people in your mind so you can know the difference between a boxing fan and a casual. Look how many people are in here now. There's like 1,200 people. Look at how many views we're going to get in this live stream. And then look at the comments and the people who respond to a Ryan Garcia video or Gervonta Tank Davis video. If they're not here too, then you know how much to value what they got to say. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Be aware of who these, look at the names. Let me see. My wife sent you this, Biz. She said, love you, boy. Love you, girl. Hit the Tyson Bell. Yeah, I love your whole family, man. Love you, girl. Let me see. Who do you have in the Pereira versus Prochazka fight? I got Pereira, man, but I like Yuri Prochazka. That guy, I've always liked him. It's just that Pereira is Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers type of shit. All right. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz Adult. I'm out. Huh. Oh my goodness.